couch at the Summit 9. Same crew. We got Crit, Artur, I'm Kyle, Duster from Pain. We got 10 people in the lobby. VGJ versus OpTic about to go live. Second series of day 2. And without thinking too hard, who's going to win?
I'd call it 1-1 as well.
Bold.
Yeah.
Hey, I have one question for the couch. Which teams are you guys rooting for? Because I know NA has a lot of rivalries and stuff.
I think I have more. The problem is on OpTic. I really am good friends with Zai, so I always like cheer for him. But as a whole, I think I want VGJ.Storm to win. I like Claire. I like their coach a lot. We're good friends too. And you know they're humble guys. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with VGJ as well. I think there's a lot of good friends on that team. I think I want all of NA to do well. Honestly, at this point, there's no more competing with them anyway, so might as well cheer for your fellow.
Yeah, we can cheer against Fnatic.
Fellow region. Yeah.
Because they got some NA players, but you know they're not NA.
Yeah, they're just traders at this point.
Yeah, true.
It's gotta be interesting. Like, it's weird because when we get to TI, it's just completely international tournament. And you have like 2 months to prepare, but all throughout the year, it's just cutthroat within your region mostly.
Yeah.
Unless of course you're EG and you just get invited everywhere, so you just hang out, watch the qualifiers.
We haven't been invited to like things for the last like half year.
Yeah, I know. But those first 10 tournaments.
We qualified for 2 majors, the first 2.
How many? I think we played like 5 major qualifiers or something. No?
Yeah.
We lost like 2 of them. What, like 3 out of 5 majors we won qualifiers to?
Something like that.
We should have beat you guys for Epicenter, you know. You remember?
Arguably. You've told me, yeah, I've heard this story. There's a bunch of excuses.
I was lagging,
I was
dude.
sick. I was lagging.
I was.
I was still jet lagged.
You can ping check me.
Ping check him.
Ping check me. Tunnel me.
Tunnel. Dash tunnel.
That series was a bit of a disaster, let's be real. But we beat you in the winner's bracket. So, like, technically we won 5 to you.
Yeah, but that's
so
just how it goes, bro.
You guys deserved it, for sure. Don't listen to him.
What the hell?
Thanks, Crit. We didn't get many
Crit's
W's.
on some humble shit, you know? He's like, let's be humble. You know, Kendrick Lamar humble. Yeah.
That's just the attitude of a major winner, I think.
All right, that's it, Kyle. I had enough. Sip my coffee.
Okay, I haven't won anything either. It's all right.
Looks like we got a draft.
You really think so, Crit?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. So who had first pick? OpTic?
OpTic chose first pick, and then VGJ chose Radiant.
So
Looks
the
like
Pudge is
both
out.
Pudge and Wool are banned.
What do you think about that, Crit?
Kind of sad.
These are your favorite heroes, right, Crit?
Yeah, they are kind of. Kind of sad.
Just heroes that can solo kill a core at any point of the game.
Why does Drow get banned every game? Is it broken?
I think these 2 teams just really like cheesing, and Drow is good for that.
Drow's just a cool hero.
We
Wait,
both
did it get banned? And
it usually does. It got banned both games previous series. It got banned every game you guys have played so far.
Yeah.
We lost to both of these teams in the qualifiers for TI, and they both had Drow.
Yeah, Drow Marana, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it's just like one of those drafts that like immediately equalizes everything.
I think about best out of ones. This is like sort of like a best out of ones, but especially in best out of ones, you want to kind of just pull something. Not, I don't know if Drow is like cheesy, but it's a strategy that's very strong. Like if you Drow on the 4th pick or something, and like they have 1 counter pick, it's not that easy. You know, you have to understand. You have to salvage it somehow.
You could say it's like traditional cheese, but I would agree that most heroes nowadays are not really considered cheese in the same way.
Yeah.
I think every hero's kind of just a hero, you know.
I mean, like last pick Brood is a cheese, I'd say. But if you get last pick Brooded, you probably deserve to lose. Because in this patch, it's like people are kind of aware that this Brood hero exists. Especially if you play NA pubs. If you play NA pubs, man, you got to expect to get Brood last pick. You just have to pick something that is decent enough against Brood.
Well, it looks like it's going to be some Mirana Drow trade here.
You think they're going to steal the Drow?
I think they'll Drow for sure.
Yeah. Drow what? Drow Necro? That'd be balls.
I don't know. You think Chen's still in the pool as well? I'm thinking maybe that has something to do with the Mirana first pick, but it's more likely just the Drow, as you said. I think I've seen VGJ use Mirana into Drow. Like they used that 3 times, I believe, in the qualifiers.
They won't give it to OpTic.
There's no way.
I think they will. What's the port for their CM is out? Wisp maybe? Necro.
Drow Necro?
2
The
cores.
thing is that you don't want to play Necro against Drow.
Yeah, definitely not.
necessarily.
You have to go Drow here, I think.
I would say so. It's pretty bad unless they have like some hero that's good against Drow and Mirana, and they
Yeah.
just pick that. But I
It-
don't really see it.
I think Mirana is like the best core to complement a Drow as well, because you're just bonkers when you get the attack speed steroid off leap.
Her
No.
ultimate is so annoying too.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that. That's like the go-to Drow support counter, but I don't know if it's enough.
The thing about the VGJ.Storm is they've been on this Wyvern hype thing going. Like I feel they've picked it in their last 3 games. Yeah, no surprise. I mean, if I look at these 2 picks, I'm really happy if I'm OpTic.
Yeah, same. What do you think, Duster?
I don't know. I think I'm a huge fan of Winter Wyvern, and I think it's a great matchup against Drow. And like this hero can solo win a team fight pretty much if he gets a good ultimate, and Drow gets to kill one of his teammates. So,
Yeah. It's gonna be all about positioning.
Yeah.
The only problem I think with Wyvern against Drow is that if the Drow team has like the space to move around, it's like usually 3 range cores. It's harder to hit the ultis with Wyvern, so it's mostly about the supports not going too close to their cores, I would say. Then it can be rough for Wyvern to like, if they rely on the Wyvern, it's pretty hard for Wyvern to get the ulti.
Yeah, I feel like if
True.
you're OpTic, you're gonna last pick some mobile range, like the Puck Storm Quap that's just gonna try and hunt this Wyvern the whole game. Probably Storm. I love Storm Drow. Like Storm Drow Mirana just seems like like a triple core you can't beat.
It's all gonna be about like how the Storm gets out of laning phase. I feel if it comes down to this last pick Storm, they must have picked Storm into a decent matchup. So
It's not gonna be the last pick.
that's true.
What are your Drow counters other than Brood? What do you like playing against
I
it?
think
Their bans are good. I think.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet. It's good.
I think OpTic has a good idea of Drow. I think both teams have a pretty good idea of Drow because they played it so much. So their bans are pretty good. There's always going to be, you can't ban them all. There's going to be something, like, if they want to Lycan, they can try to Lycan. I haven't seen many teams run Lycan ever since the nerf. I know like Jackie Mouse still likes the hero, but he hasn't picked it yet.
I think it's too slow to play against Drow nowadays.
I
There's
think
like
so
this
too.
2 minutes of downtime where Drow just keeps going. Even if you kill him once, he's just respawning.
The
going.
problem is that his laning phase got targeted
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah.
So it's like this Drow is like you pick Drow and you attempt to win 3 lanes, and in theory, But if you pick Lycan for this like mid-game counter, it doesn't always go that way. You can still just destroy in lanes, and like this Drow could have a force, like make Lycan's life a bit harder, especially if he has a net worth disadvantage.
Yeah, I think it's pretty hard for Lycan now to lane against these range cores with aura.
I spent so much time in the private lobby trying to figure out if there's a way you can get 4 damage instead of 3 damage level 1. I couldn't find a build. I couldn't find a build, man. Because I'm just like,
That would have been a different
It's like-
trigger.
it's
Can't
like-
you just buy like 6 slippers?
I mean, you can do that, but you'll
Yeah.
get 4 damage, but it's like, I don't know if that's realistic.
Good for the team.
That's so tryhard. I approve.
it's just because I played it like a lot of Drow, and I'm like thinking like, every game I have +3, but how do I get +4?
Tusk. It's a good hero against Drow on
Yeah.
lanes, but it's not particularly good against Mirana. And I think it's not that good against Drow in the game, because Drow is a hero that buys force pretty early.
Yeah.
But for this entire like running at Drow and getting on top of her, it's pretty good on lanes.
I know OpTic likes Tusk against Drow. I remember a lot of times I saw it. It's actually a really good Furion ban. I bet they wanted to do something like that. Like Furion Tusk is pretty good against Drow.
It's a scary lineup. Or a lane, rather.
This Tusk Wyvern support though is really strong on lanes.
Does
It's a
OpTic
lot
just,
of kill potential.
does OpTic just go for like a Sand King here? It's for easy arrow setup. You don't feed the ice shards ever.
I think that hero is
I think it's a pretty
really-
bad hero.
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
So it's got the 2, they got the Fire and Ice Dragons.
Yeah, I really like it against Wyvern
Yeah,
Necro. Like
it's good.
you have no natural way of killing this egg.
It's
I
good
like
against
OpTic's
Tusk
draft.
too. It's good
Yeah.
against Tusk too, because it's Tusk is really annoying to play for Tusk against these supports that he can't kill with +1. Phoenix just dives out and
Yep.
he's kind of out. Pretty sad.
It's gonna be like so far this game's shaping up like how does OpTic defend this Drow, and like how does VGJ.Storm abuse this Drow? Because right now they're gonna have, I feel like Mirana is gonna have a pretty nice time, and the only vulnerable part so far is Drow.
I like Phoenix too because draw lineups usually suffer from a lack of team fight. You're playing against a Wyvern. It's like an easy way to reset a fight. You don't want VGJ to be able to just like Wyvern ult somebody and just immediately collapse on top.
I think if you're getting Wyvern ulted, it's like probably because you're forced in a bad position or something. It's gonna be like all about positioning. Usually draw lineups are all about that. Like you don't want to like, especially so far they don't have anybody to like sit there and give vision. You know.
What's your pick here, Duster?
I feel like Wind Ranger was pretty good for VGJ.Storm, but they banned. Yeah. I think as a support is pretty good against drawing the laning phase. We just Wind Run and hit her. But this could work as well.
20 seconds.
You want? Thing is, this 4th pick's rough because you're kind of giving away your lanes. You either take your mid here or you're taking like your other side laner.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Necro is kind of open, right? So they will only reveal one lane.
What it means, you close it a bit here by picking this hero.
You kind of have to.
I don't think you want Necro mid in this game. All right.
It's an old school counter to draw.
Yeah.
I don't know if it plays out the same, but it
It's
used
good
to be.
against Phoenix too.
Yeah, it used to be like this like classic Arc Warden thing, but I feel it's not that simple. Like Dota is naturally just not that simple. You don't counter a draw with a Lycan straight up. You know, you don't. It's never like that.
I just feel like they're so low damage right now in VGJ. Like they don't hit towers for the first 15, 20 minutes of the game.
Their tower damage is not good, but I think they have a lot of magic damage, and I think their idea is just to fight on their own towers. When this draw goes around hits towers, they will just run at him. And if they don't lose their tier 1s, I think this Arc will have a lot of space on the map. This Winter Wyvern will just push waves, and Tusk can do it too, sort of. It's a lot of space.
I don't know. I feel like OpTic's damage output is just nuts right now.
You think they can pick TA or something?
I don't think you go TA. I still wouldn't mind Storm personally if he has a decent lane.
Yeah, you might want to Storm now.
I think he's just 2 bad lanes so far. I think Arc is good against Storm, and I think Necro is good against Storm.
I think you wash versus Necro, especially with Drow Aura, no?
I'm unsure. I think I guess in that way it depends on the player. It will be a player matchup.
The problem is the Tusk and Wyvern are really good against Storm on lane. Like they can kill him. Just those, like one of them plus a mid hero will kill Storm pretty much. It is a really good Storm game though. After lanes, there's nothing for him.
I just feel like it gives you the win condition where it's like, all right, game's even at 10 minutes. Drow runs around your own jungle farming. Is Mirana Storm just like rat waves? And you just
for
win
sure.
by default.
I think it will take some pressure off because they have a little bit of an Arc Warden problem. Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Now this is where you go Blade Mill Arc Warden. You just Suicide Agent it up.
Resolutions Arc Warden is pretty scary, man.
Yeah, man, he stole my build.
I thought you said you were just experimenting with Blade Mail. Now it's your build?
Well, I guess the part of the build that I thought I separated from the rest was that I always went Treads Aquila. I didn't bother going Midas bots or like Midas Maelstrom. Holy shit, Bulbous.
Come on, buddy. Get over here. Don't be nervous.
Wearing my shirt, man.
There you go. Welcome, Bulbul, to the house. How you doing?
Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can.
What's up?
All right.
What do you think, Bobo, of the draft so far?
Let's see.
OpTic was first pick.
I'm liking the OpTic one so far.
Oh, there's a Brood ban, probably, right?
I was gonna mention that as well. You would think.
I played this Storm Brood matchup. I think it's pretty rough for Storm, honestly. It might just be a pup player thing, but I think at some point it becomes impossible to lane. You just send a spider in to break one Q always when he like uses defensively when you're chasing him. And it's really hard to play.
What's your last pick for OpTic? What's
It's probably some side hero or PPD.
I think it's a Peter hero.
Yeah. Is Treant in the pool?
But
no, it's not. It's banned.
It's gonna be Dazzle.
Dazzle. I think they need some melee hero here.
They just need to save for the Scythe and the Wyvern ult. If they keep that hero alive, I think they turn the fight.
But they have like no. I feel like they're gonna pick some melee hero. I don't know if Peter has anything else on tree on melee heroes.
Well, but this was your time to shine.
For OpTic?
Yeah.
Sure. Is it Zeiss?
Oh, all right.
That's the support Wraith King.
Yeah, I should have seen that coming. I love that pick.
Should have seen it coming.
Yep.
He's been playing it a lot.
Yeah.
Does he max his E, like the carries, or does he go Q?
I think he gets a couple. You go like 2-1-2, but I just like it because it makes your cores scale so well. You're already in a position where you...
Zai play this in our Battle Cup game. He's a support Wraith King.
Does the lifesteal aura works for range heroes?
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, that's pretty strong.
Oh, I
Okay.
asked Yawar before the series if he was gonna play Dragon Knight. He said no.
I like it. You have enough damage on your other 2 cores.
Honestly, I think both drafts are honestly pretty solid. I think
Yeah.
they can both win. Like I think this VGJ draft is really scary. Like they have a lot of good spells.
I just only thing I fear for is their damage output. I think they can fall behind and have no real recovery, whereas OpTic is fine, like even a little behind.
I feel
They're never out
VGJ.Storm
of it.
has to win the early game. Like,
Yeah.
pretty. I don't know. I think DK.Storm. DK probably wins this matchup naturally, but I do think it's not that great of a DK game, is it?
I hate DK in the
I'm not sure if
Phoenix.
DK. Like I know OpTic picks DK with Drow, but I don't know if DK is good against Drow. So I think DK is not that great against Phoenix so far.
It's so they have some sort of answer to the Storm, but my concern is VGJ needs to snowball the lanes and give Arc Warden a free game, and even then, it's still going to be even because OpTic farms so much faster.
I think they should consider the laning a little bit, VGJ, because I think if they put this Arc mid against Storm and this DK against bottom top, they'll have a lot better lanes than if they put this Arc top.
That's true.
The Arc against Storm matchup is really good. Can kill him fairly easily.
Especially if you
And
get
Dragon Knight just sits top
If
against
you get
bottom.
like, it's better for the Tusk too. If you put Arc mid, it
Yeah.
gives the Tusk like an easier time.
And
Yeah.
Wyvern too. Wyvern
Yeah.
can also kill
it
him.
gives Wyvern the ability to play bottom too. If you're down there with like Necro Tusk, I think you want to ditch the DK in the safe lane. You don't want to leave a Drow there.
Because it's VGJ, I can see them doing it too. Like I wouldn't be so surprised if they do it.
All right, predictions. Who we got?
OpTic.
I like VGJ.
I think I like VGJ also.
So I'm OpTic, 2 VGJ.
I'm gonna go OpTic too. I just feel like Drow lineups are too easy.
Side lane.
It is.
Side lane Arc.
Is it?
They're
Yeah.
gonna
he-
put him against the Drow.
I think they will just put him safe lane, right? Oh, they're going.
Not sure if he's going top or bottom, but he's got side lane items.
I don't know. It's kind of bad, I think, because this Necro against bottom +1 is pretty scary for Necro, I think.
Yeah.
Like if these two guys are just going bot,
Just
Oh.
EG thing.
that's Sai. That's a lol guy. Oh. He might tweet out some green wall, but inside he bleeds blue.
Vision word.
I like the Wraith King a lot just because it's a great setup stunt for the arrow, obviously, but this lifesteal aura, man, it's nuts. I'm telling you.
It is.
Wait, so how does the thing work E on Wraith King when if you kill a hero, do you get a charge? Or
I think if you kill a hero, you get full charges, no?
Wait, like
actually,
6?
I actually have no
I
idea.
can't read that.
It's every second creep, I know that. But I don't know about heroes.
It says enemy unit, so I'm
Yeah,
guessing a hero counts as 1 unit.
Yeah, probably.
They should change that and make it 2, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
Then it'd
then that'd be pretty
viable.
cool.
And denies don't count for some reason. I think it would be really nice if denies counted.
So both teams just get 2 runes each.
But I think actually both teams play some really poor wards here, Kral. I think this ward for Dire is super standard, and I think the bottom ward for Dire is also standard, and
Yeah.
also the top ward for Radiant is super basic in this patch. And I think one of these wards will get dewarded top because they should have seen each other. The bot one might stay, but one of these top wards should definitely die.
I don't really like that ward.
that ward
even if
doesn't
it's
give
uncounted.
high ground vision, right?
Yeah.
You can't see it. So I guess it doesn't really matter. It's DK or Storm. He's gonna probably glyph or something.
I
He's
feel like
gonna
it's
glyph this for sure. Yoar knows.
He missed the fire breath on the storm.
is that worth is that really that significant just
Yeah.
to prevent the Archer CS? Because he just comes up and gets it now.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but it's 2 Qs. It's costly. He has to buy Mango, because, let's say you don't do that, you'll get it. Okay, sneaking. Wait, they started 3 bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the ward Peter plays top might have seen the lanes. They swapped. Like they might have seen the arc being top.
I think this is really good for OpTic here. You just keep your Mirana. He's not really going to lose a lane with Drow Aura. And if your Drow is free farming, I feel like you're in a... You just want to trade if you're OpTic, right?
Wait, are they
get
actually
even
just
at
straight
10
up
minutes.
tri-laning bottom?
Yeah.
I think VGJ might want to swap their Tusk and Wyvern. Because I feel like Wyvern can sit bot and pull and shove the wave, and Tusk can, if he has to stay bot, he can't really have the skill threat.
I don't know. Phoenix, after the change to the W damage, man, I actually think they just lose this lane no matter who's here.
Yeah, I
It's
think
too much damage output.
VGJ will lose his lane regardless.
Isn't it fine
If
if
they
Tusk
try
gets 2? Like, if Tusk gets 2, I don't know, like, I feel like every time they go on Necro, you just turn.
I mean, maybe they will be.
Thing is, Phoenix just like
Shark?
is like super good against Tusk. You just spam W anyway.
This is
Like, it
pretty
doesn't
good
matter
for
if you
VGJ.
snowball it off the first one.
Isn't tri-lane's withdrawal range terrible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
it
you
is.
want
If they
fast
can
level
keep
6.
If they can keep 3 heroes here, VGJ, and they're not like dying if they're contesting the lane, it's really good for them, I think. There you see, Arguin already has 10 denies. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I don't think this is okay for them. Storm is... I guess what this does, though, is relieves pressure. I don't know. I feel like...
you got a region.
I think the Storm should be able to die mid. Like, if the Wyvern was bottom and Tusk was top, then Storm can, like... If you get stunned early on DK, it's possible you can kill him.
Well, nice snowball.
Yeah, it doesn't save him though.
I gotta give the kill to the carry
I think
there.
this is the mistake if you just try lane back, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it also comes down to the fact that they didn't put Arg mid against Storm, because if they, let's say they have this try and Arg is mid, then they're skill fit on the Storm if one support goes missing.
Yeah.
But now it's a DK, there's no way you're killing the Storm.
Yep.
Although CS and XP are probably Radiant's favor right now, I think.
Because I just hate when you respawn tri-lane after you've already died a couple times. Because now you're at a disadvantage and you're just
You're
all
respawning.
winning on the wave. Or the lane, rather.
Can you check the net worth of Drow, actually? Like, he has a kill, that's why. But he has to buy a lot of regen in this lane. He's like, even though they're getting kills, he's still buying a lot of regen.
And you don't get the big advantage top either. Like, he'll probably have an Aquila advantage on Rezo right now.
I mean, this is super
Soon?
good for Arc. If I'm
Yeah.
playing Arc and I have solo XP like this,
He's 2 levels above.
yeah, if I have solo XP
he's
and I have
2.
Aquila, it's super easy to...
How's he 2 levels above?
I think the opponent got completely zoned.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but maybe the lane pushed out like after the first
I
wave.
think what's gonna happen is Zai's gonna TP top at some point and try to kill this Arc, and then the lane switches completely.
So I'm always afraid leaving my carry in the off lane when he can't, like... He's not...
Does
he
that
can't
ward-
self-sustain against
They,
one.
they have a good ward there.
Does that
That's
ward
his-
see like...
It's his TPs.
Yeah.
Does it see like under? You know, like above? Like if they go,
No.
if he TP's top and goes around, does he see?
Nah,
I think they will
it
see the
wouldn't see that.
TP. They will see the TP.
Yeah, you'll see TP, but if he TP's shrine, he just walks the up.
Sure.
So level 3 versus 3 level 3s. This is not good for them.
Should mid go better for Storm here, you think?
I think DK should win slightly. I feel, but I don't know. Drower maybe makes a difference a little bit. But I think DK should always win slightly. Especially, you should get 6 before Storm.
Nice dead, I think. Oh, he's
Nice
a raindrop. Good body block.
I think he has level 2 beam.
Really?
I
W?
click him.
No
Oh.
dive.
Ballsy.
They should know about that, because he just lasered them, and they must know he has 2 in W. So he's pretty squishy. He has to kind of use Sai as a buffer.
That's one thing OpTic does though. They usually just play as buffers for their carry. In all their tri lanes, they just suicide.
They're gonna get 4 bounties here. So it's also kind of a problem for this Necro. He's getting tri-lanes. He also needs experience.
I like what 3-3 is doing up top, though. Just keeping control at his tower. So you're always afraid if you're Rezo, I feel. You don't want to come back to this lane completely alone, I don't think.
And
Eventually he'll die to a TP from Wraith King.
Storm can also go top.
Yep.
If he sees a chance.
If a Storm Mirana tries to kill Arc, I think Arc can kill them both. But you need to have the W, so you can mess with them.
Yeah. Like the key to this game is just CC on Storm, right? Like if he takes off, he just kills Arc once, trying to rat, and I feel like that just turns the game around. But
It's gonna be about runes.
yeah.
Whoa, so close. Good shard.
Zai's dead without a TP. Dead even?
Oh, good. MSS is playing well right now.
Oh,
Kind of saving this.
if he gets a kill on this, if he gets Heartstopper kill somehow? Oh no. Wait, does that mean he got the kill? Like, if his name is first?
No.
It just means
Shared.
split?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Creep
doesn't
got
get
it.
the proc. Okay. Here
I really
comes-
like MSS
He needs
Tusk. He's
to
like
get
the one.
out.
This is like a gank
Dead.
you kind of have to avoid, but it's
Yeah.
sometimes hard. You get caught up into it, like CSing and stuff like that.
It's kind of like you just lost your ward, you know. It's like the downtime where you don't have a ward for maybe a minute or two. You ask your support, I need a ward top, and you die in that time. It's pretty bad.
Problem is now you can't come back top as Arc Warden, and I feel like the Drow is super favored if you tri lane now in the safe lane.
Also, wait,
is the Arc?
Necro TP'd bottom too. So now, like, he can't TP top.
What low is Arc Warden?
5.5?
I think he should have gone top.
He should walk top, I think.
I
Because
think
by the time he walks top, at least he knows, like, if someone responds to bottom.
he's banned Midas.
Okay, never mind. He's not doing that build.
I think this draw is level 3, right? When he just came top.
Yeah.
I think if they just go top with Oregon Tusk, this draw can't lane there. And Necro will just sit bot still. Wyvern could go top too.
They're 4-manning this tower with the siege.
It's good play.
Yeah.
It's just that this is kind of a play where you do, like, I don't. If I'm Drow and I see 4 people bottom, I wouldn't be too sad about it, because that means I'm just getting solo XP top.
Yep.
If I get 6 on Drow, by the time Arc comes back top and he's 6, I think it's really bad.
I feel like if Necro gets behind,
But the problem is that the Wraithing is leeching.
They have a big wave up there. It's a good TP by SVG. This is some crazy backstab here. Sneaking is half HP, no mana.
He does this so much, dude, I swear. He did an arguing too. He just TP's half HP, no mana. Wait, did the second Starfall not hit?
No.
I don't know what happened.
That's sad. He might not die. His death pulse like
He crit. That was boss crit too. He like did the whole spin thing.
Yeah. Well, they lost
Finished
Peter
it
down
all.
bottom too. It's actually really bad for OpTic.
That could have been even worse.
Yeah.
That kill is
Oh.
so sad.
Just kidding.
He
Well
does-
played CCNC.
He doesn't have magnetic field on Arc.
I guess not.
He also has 3 in E.
That's like what Envy does too.
Yeah.
Which build do you go on Arc Warden in this game?
I would just go 3-1-1. And then I'd go treads and like a range up wand. So I'd try to be tanky. If the Storm commits, I feel like he should be a trade or something.
Oh, he has tower aggro. It sucks.
Oh, well, I don't know about that leap. That was
Isn't he
very
in
aggressive.
trouble?
He has
He has
no
no
leaps.
leaps.
Yeah.
That was ballsy.
That was crazy. Not just ballsy, man. He has no boots too. He just went in.
Dude,
Holy shit.
the king.
He ruined his game, I think.
Yeah.
But actually, now he has no TP. He has to walk to a lane. No boots. It's kind of a play.
Oh, that's a good smoke.
I just
Peter's level 5. That's pretty good. He's high level. Without the tome.
Do you think you go Sigil on Tusk at all against Storm?
No.
Like,
I think so. I think you do when you're playing against Drow lineups for sure.
I mean, I would probably go 4-2-4. I wouldn't max Snowball. But you need 2 in Snowball to follow up with Punch
Yeah.
on both Bottom and Storm.
Yeah.
So Yoar died, but he has mid is getting pressured, and he probably has a TP when he spawns. I don't think that's a bad death, especially if they get this tower mid. It's a what is that emote?
It's an Ursa one.
That
No,
was
it's
a
nice
hard
Storm.
ice or
It's
what?
nice Storm. I think he's mad.
Yeah. I feel like Snaking's game is like the big issue right now.
I mean, the thing is that Mirana threw her game too.
Oh yeah, wait. Why am I thinking Snaking's playing Mirana? That's 3-3.
Yeah, Snaking might have done some weird stuff, but he got unlucky top. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think if he didn't die there, he'd be pretty happy. And this Mirana kind of just threw her game away. She's almost the same net worth as Tusk. No, like I don't know.
Sai is kind of struggling in this game. I don't know why his net worth is low.
Is he
dead?
dead?
Yeah.
He's dead. No miss.
I feel like 3-3 should just be playing bottom like forever. Just take the lane.
I remember when we played the TI qualifiers, this is how they play with Drow. Like 3-3 doesn't really hit, like he kind of just like acts as a buffer. It doesn't really farm that much, he just tries to kill. It's definitely like how they play. He has a mask on Pycat? Or was that the
No, it's a
Aurora?
Wraith King.
Yeah, okay.
He wants to buy the tome.
That's a meme move. I mean, honestly, he should, because
He should not.
The Phoenix is like 5.5, isn't he?
He still needs his 10 on Phoenix.
I think he got it. I think he got the tome.
Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good fight if they get the egg off.
It's pretty hard.
I don't know if they can do this. They want to just defend the tower. Is he
Is
6
that
on
again?
Wraith King?
No.
Oh, he has the tome.
Oh.
Oh, he skilled it.
I think he might.
Where's the
They have
Phoenix?
Wyvern ulti here. Invis.
I guess Wyvern is like a counter to Phoenix,
Yeah.
isn't he? Or is it the
No,
opposite?
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite?
Phoenix
Yeah.
counters
Can't you just
Wyvern,
like
sure.
Wyvern ult while he's egg and his team can't help?
What's happening here?
I guess you could say that. Could go both ways.
I remember that's what RTK did at TI5.
What's actually happening?
The brawl.
Zai must have like the most deaths as a support when he wins.
They lost top tower as well to Necro, and in the meantime, Rezo's just free farming bottom and Radiant jungle. 3-3 gets some recovery out of it, but I don't know. This game's real weird. I actually don't really know what's going on.
It's weird because, like, Mirana and Drow are doing a lot worse than they should, I feel. Maybe Drow is like a product of his team kind of thing, but Storm is doing decent enough, so
No.
it should be fine. Also, this arc went Midas, so he slowed down the game a little bit, but it kicks in like at 20 minutes is when you start getting a lot of gold.
I don't know. Do you guys like Blink first on DK? I always feel like it's got to pay off almost immediately, where you feel real bad.
I think in this game it's okay.
Yeah, you have enough damage from your 1 and 3, that's for sure.
I think it makes it scary for these Storm and bottoms this game.
Also, I really like Blink whenever you have some sort of invulnerability effect, like Snowball. You can just spam Blink out of it. It's super OP.
You're saving his ass.
Snowball?
Snowball? I'm not sure he would have lived anyways, but
Would have bought some
delayed
time.
it.
This is bad.
Oh,
This is a
sick
DD
fire
Storm,
spirit.
man.
Peter's just bottom is dead.
No, is he?
Oh, raindrop.
Man, Phoenix is nuts. What a
I
hero.
think this is really bad. They're just running at the bottom in return. Like,
Why is Yard chasing? He has no mana, no HP.
I think it's Soul Ring up probably soon.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is really well played from OpTic. I like their movements here.
Yeah.
Like, Drow just farming safe areas of the map. Let the Storm, Phoenix just do work.
That's kind of why
that was
OpTic is
ideal.
a strong team.
That was ideal for them. They forced the fight. Even if they die, Phoenix
Yeah.
there, it doesn't change anything. The Argorn died, and then it's already a success because Drow's farming.
It's just like a good example of like how good teams play around the map. Like, you want to be fighting there if you're OpTic.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
even if you lose heroes, you've forced, like, look at where the Radiant team is right now. Their 4 heroes are on their tier 2 area and bottom shrine. Like, your Drow just gets a free 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
They
OpTic's probably gonna do the
TP'd
same
there
move.
too. They TP'd there, so they're stuck.
Yeah.
Can't really get anywhere.
You already know what Zai's doing right now.
They have dust? No. Queued
You
it
can
up right
see-
after.
You can see that Storm is running bottom again, and Drow's probably gonna TP the Ancients, like the bottom Ancients, and farm next wave.
Yep.
Something like that. He's just waiting to see someone on the map. They Mirana ulted, so Radiant's kind of playing as a pack.
Yeah, and you're not really afraid of VGJ ever doing Roche either. So there's like no risk for OpTic here to just play bottom for the rest of the game. You just mirror probably the next 10-15 minutes. What's your timing, you think, for OpTic for like actually trying to take engagements?
I think BKBs, but I don't know. It's kind of weird this game. I don't know if this Drow will have a BKB anytime soon, and
Yeah.
this Storm, I don't think so either.
I wouldn't even buy BKB on
Yeah,
Drow this game.
I know you wouldn't, but
I would go. I'd go Shadowblade Manta, and then just keep playing off agility. Maybe I'd go Butterfly next.
I think Storm could potentially. I mean, you want BKB, but Lincoln's a super value this game.
Lincoln's really good.
The interesting part, though, he might need to buy BKB because this Storm is not going to like solo. Like, he has a lot of stuff he has to worry about. He has like the Wyvern save, Wyvern ulti, Tusk Snowball, the Magnetic Field, Necro W. He has a lot of stuff that's pretty hard to kill.
Asai wants to be in front for his team here, but I feel like he's a little bit too far.
They
Probably
fighting
just
us?
gonna die twice.
Yeah, just-
It's a little deep.
Oh.
as long like this is just Drow just chilling, he's just farming, man.
He
He's
might die in
enjoying this.
Phoenix too, he's not dive. I think he's dead. Get Necro ulti here. Oh, saving it.
Oh,
What a
he's
mech.
Interesting.
Pipe?
I mean, they're making the Storm's game pretty hard, I feel.
I mean, they want a death ball then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's kind of weird why you would buy mech on this Necro and then at the same time your
Midas.
Argwarden's buying a Midas.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're just like trying to secure the game. Like, I feel like Midas is, if there's a hero that gets optimal value out of it, it's Arc Warden. Like, it pays off half the time of a regular hero, and you just look to end the game around 30 minutes anyway. Just have the
I
Midas.
mean, the thing about Midas is it does like you did
Oh, this
snowballs
guy's
are.
This video is set up for that. That's a really good play. Missed the W, but still dead. Oh, Storm here.
Snowball. The Storm needs to chill out.
He's fine.
Run, bro.
Do you have a
Did
TP?
up? Oh, it's put it in his backpack.
They see it. Yawer TP here?
He can't.
You should have TP'd.
It's
He
hard
had
to
it.
know though where he's balling.
I mean,
though,
you
right?
see him running to the base with the TP backpack cooldown.
Yeah.
That's perceptive plays, holy hexer.
True. I do think the reason why OpTic can't like I feel like they're not playing to the pace they should in this game, as due to Mirana's like her like early game problems.
Yeah.
Usually he would have a Maelstrom or something, or be level 12, so they'd have a faster cooldown on ulti, and they just run around.
He's like no threat on the map right now.
Yeah.
It's just all on Storm, but
That's the interesting part. This is actually quite a hard Storm game, isn't it? Like, together when they ball up, I'm not sure it's that
There's
easy.
a lot of stuff. There's like insta-stuns and there's just like 2 saves.
Yeah. If he gets Glimmer on Wyvern, it's going to be annoying. So far, this rating is not coming through right now. Kind of just making space.
is it Wraith King not coming through or Zai not coming through? Because I mean,
Yeah, I think it's
Zai is going in.
I mean, I think it's a combo because it's never one person's fault like that. It's like this Bottom's game is messed up, so maybe Zai's game is messed up too. It's like kind of the reason why they're feeling uncomfortable. Maybe Zai's making plays he normally does, but it's not like they're not capable of doing it right now.
I think they both should play together, but they're too weak for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a normal thing that happens for 4 players. If you have a core you need to play with, but the core doesn't have a game that you need him to have, then you're gonna suffer as well, because your gold income is based off your core.
And you're playing a weird 4 too.
Yeah. So maybe he's not entirely sure what he's supposed to do here, because he's playing this Wraith King. He's like when he ran in mid, like in the mid lane, he had ulti up. His team wasn't there at all.
Hard play
down.
from CCNC.
A long jump. He has no mana. They're
He's
not
like the
there.
only one that can make plays too. That was so huge.
Yeah.
Also, the problem with that is that Ark has like super high net worth because it's double Midas, and then when he dies to Storm, like especially if it's a solo kill, he gets like 600 gold on Storm.
Star. They need another kill like that to sort of maintain pace in the game. You can't let these 3 cores of VGJ just like sit on their lead.
I actually think Blade Mill was
Yeah.
good this game.
I kind of think that this Midas was a big mistake. I feel like he should have built items to supplement his DK and Necro, because their teamfight is so strong with their 2 supports and 2 cores that he doesn't have to buy this Midas to get to the late game. Like he could have bought whatever helps him just 5-man and make sure that they're strong enough to just force a Roche, and then he's gonna get there anyway. I don't think you need the Midas.
Here's the thing, the DK blink, if you're not using it, you just start falling off super hard. Like he's, how much, wasn't he like 2-3k ahead of the Drow at a point? Like I guarantee Drow will catch him in like the next 3-4 minutes.
Well, it's just Drow though. It's pretty hard to outfarm Drow. Especially if you have map control. Like Drow farms super fast.
That's true. I just really would have loved like a Shadow Blade this game. Just because it helps you,
Holy crap.
it's
He has
easier to hunt.
1-4-4. I've never seen that before.
On draw?
Yeah.
I want to sign.
I've actually never seen it before. Because usually you go Shadow Blade and you act as a threat now. Like he can kill any of their, maybe not Necro, maybe not DK, but he can kill Arc Warden with a Shadow Blade.
So I think both of VGJ supports really want to get experience. They need to hit their gold GPM talents.
Necro's getting fat. He's farming a lot.
Buying Greaves. He even has power chits, but he's buying Greaves. I think
Is that the
Is
play?
that the play? I feel like you just go Ags or something.
I think if he wants this, he should have just bought Lotus Orb.
Yeah. That's what Matum Man would do. Big fan of Lotus. Level 6 second silence here,
Might be
boys. But
fine.
the slow is like so weak.
Oh, don't get arrowed.
Oh.
Can they kill him though?
Yes, they can. Oh, there's a snowball. Good Wyvern ulti.
Who's that?
Bottom dead.
Bottom?
This is a good fight.
Yeah,
Is
for
Wyvern have
VGJ.
Glimmer?
Arc is here. This egg might die. Yeah, it's dead. Little 1 egg.
They're just too poor. But run about back.
They're so tanky. Like, Radiant is
dead,
way too
he
tanky.
has no
Buff's
mana,
dead now
Storm?
too, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Like they're not strong enough to.
Oh, the Shadow Amulet.
Resolution.
Oh, is it arrow or what?
Vote Chappy. Oh, the silence.
Wait,
That's
Drow
2
bought back.
buybacks.
What?
These guys
Oh,
might
wow,
still
they,
be dead.
they both
They
bought
went.
back. That was a team wipe.
Is this
Here's
worth
a-
it?
That's not worth it.
Do you see the leap? Like you actually saw him, huh?
Dead.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no leaps.
Yeah, if he dies, it's really bad for Dire.
His build is so greedy, man. He's just going MKB treads.
He did this against
Is
us.
that the
Yeah,
play?
but we had like a PA and he also was so snowballed. Like
Why-
this game.
Why would you ever skip Maelstrom? Maelstrom procs don't even miss anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's 25 or 75%.
Yeah, but it's like it's for farming.
For
like,
farming.
Yeah,
why
for
buy
sure.
the?
I would never do it.
I mean, he did it against us in the qualifiers, but yeah, we did have a PA, so
for
I'm not
some
sure.
reason.
Do we have a? Does he have Blink? He doesn't, right? He does maybe. He's 5k net worth.
Oh.
Wow. That's a good play though. Forces them to give the kill to Wraith King.
Yeah, Sai is probably pretty happy
That was a
about that.
3-time streak.
This DK is now untouchable, I'd say.
Yeah.
These items on Necro look so weird. He uses power jets, brown boots, mech.
You can also see the confidence to pick Wyvern second, even though they know OpTic's going Drow, is for moments like that. Where just, what was that, a 4-man Wyvern ult into immediate like team fight domination?
That was a good. That was
I
really
feel like
good.
Wyvern is actually decent against Phoenix, but I don't know.
It can.
I guess it goes
You
both
can't
ways.
like if you dive through the Wyvern ult, you're just screwed. So
Why? You just turn around?
like
No, it just
procs
stays on you.
Yeah.
Like, so if you go through and you go full dive, it'll just run towards to hit your
Yeah.
teammate.
You're CC'd the moment you get in range, so you
Yeah.
have to finish your dive and then you walk at the Wyvern ulti.
It's the same with the Ray as well. If you get too close with the Ray, like you just keep going. Like the Ray just you can't stop. You just keep going.
Wait, what does Wyvern have? Does he have a Glimmer yet? I guess he's kind of poor.
What does Tusk have? He's 5k net worth.
a
He must.
blink.
He does have blink?
Yeah, he just got it
Oh.
after he died.
Red
Actually,
Crimson.
Usually he had like Arcane or something, right?
I feel like
know.
this Mirana's game is just why OpTic's in this position.
Yeah.
If he's just tied with Necro or DK in this game, you feel fine. Like, you know he's going to scale, but I feel like he's just going to be worthless. In
But
this
now
mid-game
Drow
team
has
fight.
to go BKB,
Yeah.
pretty much. If they want to have a chance to defend this Roach, which I guess why they're itemizing this way.
Yeah, you just can't. OpTic's not going to have any damage, which is kind of crazy considering it's a Drow lineup, but VGJ is just going to get a Roche and go high ground with the bubble. I don't know how you stop them.
I see one peak where OpTic can possibly win fights, but even then, they're so tanky on Radiant,
Yeah.
so it's hard to see like how do they ever kill
Like the thing
Necro?
is, they just run in. Like Radiant just run in, get on top of the Drow. The Storm can't really stay in the fight. He's gonna get stunned. It's really hard for him to fight.
Yep.
They kind of have to get like a really good egg, but he's level like 10 maybe. He's not gonna have level 2 egg.
Yeah, the tome, right?
Okay, he's
Yeah.
he's actually there. That's good.
So this is before OpTic has 2 BKBs. Maybe they'll fight anyways, but it's not looking like it. They're looking to split push.
They'd really like to hunt the Wyvern here if they can.
He should just go in on Storm,
Yeah.
man, because they should
They
know,
know
they're
they're
rushing. But I don't know. That's like a pub move. Maybe it's not so good.
Oh, Peter, that's really big actually. He hit them all.
He's going bottom on Storm.
Ah, this is good.
that's the right
really
play.
good by OpTic.
He's gonna buy back.
This is bottom dead.
Get the BKB.
Why is he on the hill hitting the tower with
I
half
don't know,
HP?
that was
man?
pretty funny.
OpTic does this so well though.
That was really good still.
They're
Yeah.
tipping to Roche
Yeah.
or tipping base?
If the Podden doesn't die there, did they get the tier 3? They didn't. But
Back before they made this switch and like had like they used to just pick Pycat, these sort of ratting carries every game, and this was the style they played best, where they just forced you into disadvantageous fights because they're always pressuring 2 lanes. But now it's just like one of their tools because they've expanded their play style.
The guy's almost got a blink. 7 deaths in, still getting.
but it's pretty important actually for him to get blink, so him and Phoenix can like coordinate.
Yeah.
Because I think the way they win fights right now is that they ever see this Arc Gordon, Storm just goes on him, and the Phoenix dives in and ultis. Because
Yeah.
if Arcta can't use his spells, then I think this egg will go off no matter what.
They need to have a dust on Storm.
Do you even go BKB on Arc Hardy?
I would buy it. I have a different philosophy than he does. Cause I would be like ready to do Roche at this point, but
Yeah.
it's like they're only capable of doing Roche because of how low net worth Dire is.
Yeah, I fear that VGJ loses one fight at a point, and like they're still gonna lose this game. Like 6-slotted Storm, I think, just wins it for you.
Does he?
It depends, because the Wyvern, if he gets like, let's say a Glimmer and, I don't know, a Force or a Lotus or something, they already have a Pipe and they have a Greaves, so
Yeah, it's
they got a lot of survivability. And then this Tusk has a Blink Snowball. He might get like a Lotus Orb some point too.
It's
So-
okay, right now,
He's
you
BKB.
can't win a fight. You can't kill VGJ, right? It's just that if they stall the game out too long, you're going to get to a point. If OpTic can ever kill you, they're going to be able to for the rest of the game as well.
I think this is the best timing for OpTic right
Yeah.
now. This Wraith King has blink and Storm has BKB.
Does Drow have it?
No, maybe. I don't think he's.
They're gonna
no,
fight this though.
This is a good fight. It's
Just
just.
slow on everyone.
Did you see Arc Gordon? They don't.
Stinking has to be closer to his team. With his Pipe and Greaves.
Egg.
Great egg
Orchid on the
positioning.
Tusk, that was good. But
Egg
Egg
is
is dead.
Whoa. He hesitated a bit too long there. I think it would have gone off for sure.
This is just like they killed 2 supports, right? But they used everything.
Yeah.
Now this Roche is free. Storm used all his mana.
He's BKB too.
They
right?
double back on the supports too, though.
They
But
should
now
just go Roche.
Yeah. If that egg goes off, I think it's a different story, but
Yeah, but he needs to be a bit sharper. on the X
Yeah.
because it's actually really important that he gets it off.
Yeah, I think if he did it on the halfway point of his dive, down by the supports, it would have been a lot better.
I guess they're just gonna wait for Arc when it's BKB, or no, they're just gonna go.
But it's also not good for them that they get to start on side. Like they don't want to have this fight where this Argorn just like lurking around on the side with Shadow Blade. They know they're gonna kill his Wraith King. They need to like start the fight with Wraith King blinking in.
Yep.
And then they dive in and egg. It makes it way harder.
Are they gonna get here in time?
no.
No.
Oh, it's way too fast.
Are they gonna stop? They should.
Like I think you have the Storm lineup. You cannot you can't let the other team initiate on you. It's not gonna be good. Especially when they have these many saves. It's way too easy for VGJ to fight.
Strength Shreds, a Greaves, and a Pipe. Now he's going Lotus. Holy shit.
Yeah, I feel like they need to end the game fast, because Necro's going to fall off, even though they have Arc Warding.
Yeah.
Like he won't farm more than this, I think.
Eventually, Moronic becomes a problem, but right now, I feel like VGJ can just walk down a lane.
Why did he go Greaves? That item feels like so much gold.
It is, but it's so good. when you
Armor's
have it.
pretty good against
Yeah.
this lineup.
What else would you buy in this position?
I would just go still scale. I would buy like maybe at the most I'd buy like I go Treads, Blade Mail, Yules, and then I just go Ags or something.
I feel like Greaves does help you scale though. Like it's not like you fall off because you get it. It's an easy cleanse of like the 2 silences.
Yeah, for
And-
sure,
and
but
the
he's
aura,
not
like-
getting targeted. Like,
But it's just good for your team. Like just the aura when you get below 25% is nuts against the Drow lineup. Like Storm has a really hard time finishing.
I'm not sure. I feel like he actually doesn't care.
He's
but
gonna die
I don't
here.
know. He has BKB, but he has to die in he's definitely not how
Peter wanted to go.
Oh, he
for
doesn't
sure.
have BKB.
It should definitely go for at least the tier 3.
I think you just go there. Fuck it.
Just looks like some sad Dota 1 items. To be
They're
honest.
probably TP out here. Dead.
He dead?
Yeah. Oh.
Efficiency comes into action here.
He moved out right after.
If you're a VGJ.Storm, what are you waiting for to go down
I
lane?
think they were waiting for Arc's BKB. Now they have it. And
He's going
wait,
Bioler.
oh,
He does
no,
have
he has
BKB.
BKB.
He just got it.
Yeah, so
they're probably gonna go right now. They're gonna smoke like top lane ish or to their ancients, their other ancients.
do you wait for a pickoff or you just go?
I guess they take a free PPD. He has no buy, 60
Yeah,
seconds.
this is huge.
Pop
He
back
should
last fight.
have. He should have necro ulted that. I think.
True.
I don't know. Then it makes it such a risky fight. Oh yeah, because Peter no buyback
Yeah.
actually, right? Yeah.
It's like a 100-second spawn on
I don't think
Phoenix.
they fight it all egg.
They're cutting the wave, or what's going on?
They see him. He might die here if he doesn't have a ward.
That's good awareness from VGJ though.
Did they go with the wave? They did.
Yeah, they wanna escort the wave. He must have bought a lot of sentries this game if he doesn't have a glimmer yet. Well, like every tower and then Roche.
This is gonna be Rex before Phoenix spawns. Unless Storm like sips down the lane right now, but he doesn't have TP. He TP'd base.
They have 3 BKBs, or no, 2 BKBs and Guardian Greaves and Pipe. And then OpTic has 2 BKBs and Egg in 2 seconds. I think this would be the best time to fight if they don't have Arc Warden illusion.
OpTic should go right now.
Yeah.
Just force it.
They see them top. They see
Oh,
someone
Yowers.
top.
Yowers. He's gonna BKB
BKB
TP.
TP?
He's out. Oh, he's dead.
I think I would TP there, yeah. Is
He
he
got
fine?
critted once.
One crit? No,
Oh.
dude, this crit, man. Mirana died 90 seconds. He got reapered.
His Wraith King crit came through a couple times this game.
This is like a support Marana at this point.
That's a good solo kill. 600
So
gold.
this I just don't get the MKB. Like you're not doing enough damage to warrant it, and then you have no real farming mechanic.
I think
You're
they're just stuck in some habits, because, like, that's what he would buy if he was snowballing, right? But he is not snowballing.
Yeah, that was like an 18-minute MKB. That's hype, but
I think, regardless, I always think just
Oh,
going
he's buying it
Maelstrom.
for the Oigorn, I
Yeah,
guess.
but I still think you go BKB Maelstrom. And you just, like...
you just go in, you just get inside the bubble.
Everybody just
yeah?
goes in and, like, Wraith King, Aura, Phoenix Egg, you know, they just fight it out.
Yeah, I agree. And it's still not GG. Next Roche is still big. If Storm gets Aegis, it's anyone's game, but I feel like it's just so difficult for OpTic to win a fight because all 3 cores of VGJ are tough to take down, and then you have to worry about the supports as well, who both have incredibly strong save mechanics.
They have to go in it, like with unity, because like they need to stun like Orchid Tusk, stun Wyvern, and then stun whoever they're going on, some core. So it has to be well like under a ward, or they have to have some kind of idea.
Or they have to kite the BKBs. Like Storm goes in, forces a BKB or something.
Yeah. But the Storm can't BKB it though. If he
Yes.
doesn't have BKB, he's not going to do much in fights.
I think it's really hard for them to fight 5-on-5. I think what they did before when VGJ were trying to roach and they're splitting bot, that's the type of fights they need to take.
Yeah, that was good.
Make it hard for VGJ to be 5 together.
AC on
AC.
Dragon, yeah. I feel like you
Level
just go
20.
VGJ, man.
It's level 20 plus AC.
He's strong as fuck.
Yeah.
But I think they're just waiting for next Roche.
I still have Aegis on the...
I guess they're not waiting for next Roche. I guess they're gonna... Oh wait, they don't have Aegis.
I don't think this guy can die. I think it's actually almost
He should go Hex
impossible.
though, I think. He has enough damage.
I think you just go right now. I know you might want to
Yeah, I
wait for
think you
Aegis,
go.
but it's like you're just so strong right now.
I
Drow
think
and Mirana don't
you just
do
test the
anything.
warders at least. Like you go
Yeah.
and hit the high ground and you see like if Arc gets a bit low, if feels not safe, then you just back. You force them there.
I just don't know how I don't know how you kill anybody. Like
Yeah, I
you can
don't
just
see
play a top side of this high ground together with both your supports.
I think you just have to like sort of commit on the supports and then reset and commit again. Somehow like keeping them at bay. Like Radiant has to like stay as a ball.
It's a good fight for
Yeah.
OpTic. He used the clone bot on Arc.
Yeah.
They don't have
oh,
draw
Peter
though.
popped.
They don't have draw either.
They're on my land. It does.
I don't know if they kill him. There's
They
pipe
don't,
and
they
Greaves, so
That's really sad when you
Yeah.
can't kill a hero you arrow like that.
That's just so YOLO because like they need Storm's the only reach they have, and if he just goes
It's
onto the
50
back
armor.
line, yeah. Because you have to get the Wyvern, and you just don't kill DK there ever. So
Do you go damage items on draw here? Because Storm's not doing enough, I think.
they're going this double Lincolns thing again.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
don't
if that's
like it.
effective. It's not going to change the status quo of this game at all.
I think I need to go all in, maybe butterfly or something.
yeah,
just split
I'd buy
push.
Manta or Butter.
Yeah.
Why Manta?
I like the new Manta, especially with the CDR at 25. When you have Drow CDR and Manta, it's so strong. You have like permanent Manta.
That's true. I'll give you that.
He's
That's
not
like
gonna
it's one
get
of
25 though.
Whoa, you gotta take the tomes, bro. The 40-minute tome. I would take it for sure. In pubs, I take the 10-minute tome too.
Please don't do that. That's a very poor example of easy setting. Give your tome.
My
to your
Warlock's level
supports.
4, I'm level 9.
That's actually the most miserable thing. I'll be playing this 5, doing my best. My fucking carry takes the tome.
He's fine.
Lotus, Grease, Pipe.
Yeah. It's actually game losing, you know that, right? You're like some 0-2 bounty hunter.
I don't
level
need to.
4,
I don't want to
hits
rely
10
on my
minutes.
Warlock to cast the ultimate, honestly.
Ugh.
Yeah, playing 5 in USC is
It's
horrible.
rough, right? Yeah, dude. Preach. It's actually worse than carry. Carry eventually has a game. You're playing
Should
5.
have
you
high
never do.
ping is even
You
worse.
get blamed for everything too.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I had games I bought like 60 sentries and I still get flamed. I'm like, all right.
Every time
Double
someone dies, they
damage.
ping wards as well.
Arc does a lot of damage, but he doesn't have CC. So, I guess they're
This
fine.
game is so sad. Being hunted by Rezo.
Did he go B-Fly for damage? Because they have MKB, and I don't know, Storm might have Bloodthorn.
Yeah, I don't like this butterfly. I think if he has a hex.
Yeah. Hex or Scotty, yeah?
Yeah.
He's just gonna.
Hex is so good this
He's
patch.
heavily
so-
committing to this like 25 Arc Ward and Satanic trading shit, but I don't know if it matters that much for IMC
No.
buys.
I feel like it's just like right now they can just win the game, you know? I feel like he just itemized for this next timing.
Can they kill this guy?
Wyvern dodge.
So I kind of just went Suicide Agent. And
Oh, they got the Wyvern. Oh, Snowball.
I think he's still dead.
This
the
might be
Orc's
good
in a
for
ball.
no.
OpTic.
Oh, we got silenced again. Lotus.
They used so much time.
MPD died. He has egg.
This
buff
is
back.
good for OpTic.
Storm has no mana, no BKB. Drow has
so
no
hard.
I
BKB.
think Wyvern should buy back now.
Oh,
Egg?
six
That's a
silence
good
back.
egg. That's a good egg.
Who's dead? Is that Tusk?
That's Tusk. Maybe they can chase
Does
us.
he have a clone up soon? I feel like I haven't seen.
Wow. You can see that it requires so much investment for them
That
to
was
land
they
any
played
kills.
that fight like almost as good as you can, and they still didn't really kill the core.
Yeah, it's just so hard to take out Wyvern. They required like 3 or 4 heroes and like
Yeah, that's why it's
spell
hard.
usage.
It's hard for Storm to solo carry if he spends his entire mana pool. Like, he missed the jump, which is like, it can happen, obviously. And then he kept chasing him, and you have to do that. If you commit half your mana for the initial ball, you have to just commit to it. So he committed his entire mana pool.
These cores are too tanky for Dire.
Yeah. Level 20 plus AC, DK, the Greaves, the Pipe.
Arrow.
That's her best kill though. Oh, shoot. MKB.
The Arcwood DPS though, holy crap.
No buys on those 3.
I think that isn't necessarily game, but it feels
I think the
pretty
Storm
hopeless
needs to
from
be
now
able
on.
to steal Aegis somehow here.
Yeah.
Is
You
it
just
up?
gotta get in there.
Yeah, it's oh, it's almost up. Put a thing in it, resolution, put a ghost.
Drop all the Lincolns.
He's
Hex.
so
He
farmed.
did buy Hex.
Yeah, he's so farmed.
Oh, he already has bought
The
it.
Midas is coming through.
Yep. That's why I like the Midas. It's not like they took their foot off the gas, and it kind of just guarantees your Arc Warden's going to remain #1 net worth the whole time. Like,
I'd blame
no pressure.
I blame Dark Green for that though. Double Hex.
Alright. Got him.
That was not that clean, but it worked out. He could have slowed him so he could hit him more. But not that important.
This looks rough for OpTic to win.
I guess, is that why he went Lincoln's? Like, it's not that good, to be honest.
It just feels like everyone on OpTic's an item behind, and they needed that one sick engagement to like catch up, grab the Roche.
I
but
agree with Crit though. I feel like what they did bottom was the start of like the comeback, but they didn't commit. Like I felt like they only did it because they didn't know if they could fight Roche, but they should have continued doing that throughout the game.
Yeah.
But now it's nearly impossible because Arc Warden has a Hex and it's very hard to push.
Yep.
Storm also just can't carry this game alone. He's like the only person doing damage, effective damage in fights.
I mean, you can still get some kind of miracle. I don't know. You have a cheese DK, Aegis Arc Warden. Like, it's just too hard. Eventually, someone's going to get double Hex. They're going to die. You have no real save on OpTic. It's going to be Wraith King ulti, most likely. Arrow coming through. Only hits the Arc Warden illusion. There's a respawn.
They don't have draw. Looks like he's just
Hello?
dead, no buyback.
Yes.
Yeah. Wraith King goes down for the count. 110 seconds. Glyph pop, but that won't matter. CCNC is still just trying to deal with mid-wave, but I think they might have thrown in the towel.
Yeah.
If not yet, at least mentally.
It looks like they already gave up, and if you're not like set on fighting this and plan out how to fight it, there's no way.
Yeah.
If you just go on the DK and front with cheese,
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, Egg's actually just going to die, even though it's all the way in the back. Another bubble goes down.
It's a sad feeling when you can't even kill a wipe.
Hey, props to VGJ. They gave away the drow. We all saw it coming. We said it would be bad for them, and they just trust in the Wyvern. They 4th pick Arc Warden, and
They had a really solid draft.
Yep.
It really came together. Their cores are matching like really well.
and it's cool because now that there's like everyone's so zoned in on these cheesy 10th picks, right? So you have to ban Brood because you have a drow lineup, but you know it gives away a free last pick DK to VGJ, which is like the perfect pick to complement the rest of their lineup.
DK is always like solid, you know. If
Yeah.
you see the matchup and you can't get abused, he's always gonna give you something in the game.
Yep. It gives you that de facto answer to Storm as well. And I still like, I hate the hero, but that level 20 talent timing is just unreal.
They need a 33 to have a good game. OpTic relies a lot on him making plays.
Yeah.
When he has a bad game, they get weird. They play weird.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
agree.
like usually Sai and him are like setting the pace for them. So if like I think Sai like lives off of 33. So if he has a bad game, it kind of snowballs the entire
Yeah.
team in like a bad direction.
And I don't think he should have a bad game.
He shouldn't.
His
Yeah.
lane was
Dude,
okay.
He's that top TP. Like the
Yeah.
I
top
think
TP.
he knows he messed up.
Yep.
I feel like he just, I don't know exactly what was going through his mind, because even if he killed the Wyvern, right? Even if he does kill the Wyvern in that case,
Yeah.
how is that worth it? Because you
It-
just TP top with no boots and just kill him, and what, you just die?
It all started with that initial backstab. Anytime I see a Marana like trying to dive
mid?
tier
No,
1
top.
top.
Oh, okay.
Where it's
yeah,
like
When
it's the most
snaking
worthless tower.
Yeah.
He's TPing in. You know they're going to be multiple TPs. He ends up trading his life for a support. Then TP's back top, dies again. It's like 3 minutes. His net worth is decreased.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're just screwed. In the meantime, Reza was free farming a Midas.
The thing is, I think he's used to that stuff working, because usually he does that often. Like OpTic plays with like a core, like a 3-3 plays with like a Pycat or CCNC, and they attempt to get a kill. Like he tried mid as well. He tried to arrow the DK. Like that shit is like 10% chance it works, man.
Yeah.
But if it does work, maybe like his game is safe. You know, they always try to do that kind of stuff.
I forgot that. That's like 3-4 minutes he's just playing without a lane.
Yeah.
I don't even think they had someone
Also,
bottom
no
at the time.
boots. He's actually just not playing with boots. He's just running out of the bottle, Aquila.
Yeah. There's just a Phoenix bottom. I think Peter ended up dying twice down there. I get they're trying to give him levels, but it's more that Marana's like supposed to do second most damage on your team, I think.
Yeah.
Like at least throughout the mid game.
Drow's kind of like this chill hero that
Yeah.
comes in like and just silences people in the fight and
Yep.
then does like whatever right click damage.
Yep, he's running around farm. But I don't know. Take out the Marana's damage. Had a hard time getting eggs off in the fights, and eventually just run out of damage.
I don't know why they went try aggro though. I
Yeah.
feel like if you go try in the safe lane is way better.
Just because of the pulls?
Yeah, and it's a safer place.
Yeah.
Like they did nothing, but they even died. It's terrible.
I can give you that. Well, we'll have game 2 coming up in just a little bit. Are you guys gonna stick around on the couch?
I'm getting replaced, I think.
Okay.
Me too. By my teammates.
Oh, so all 3 of you are gone. All right, we'll have to find some people. Well, thank you guys for joining. Out of curiosity, this series notwithstanding, which team you think is stronger going into TI? Like VGJ OpTic first,
I think
like gut.
it'll get determined the next couple of weeks. I don't think you will know now who's going to be the better team there. I think most teams are still developing.
Oh, who's got the higher ceiling?
It's hard.
It's pretty rough.
I would say OpTic is solid, but they have these weird things like, you know, like that. Like I think they should have won that game probably. Like 3-3 probably knows he like messed up a lot, ruined the early game, and when that happens, it ruins everybody else's, like ruined Zai's game too. So it's hard to know like if they play this game again, this exact same game, like it could be that OpTic just wins because they play more clean, or maybe VGJ.Storm doesn't die bottom, and maybe the game's the same. So I think overall, OpTic has a higher ceiling.
I think actually VGJ has more potential, but I think OpTic is like more solid. They're more likely to just be at like a stable level throughout, like from now on until like the end of TI. And I think VGJ, if they hit like the right mentality, like the right state of like, they have a good like, they talk together and like they have like a good mental state. I guess I don't know how to really put it, but like I think it's a lot about mentality for them. Whereas OpTic is more like if Peter like keeps up having good drafts that he had like the last 2 or 3 months, then I think OpTic is going to be solid. And I think if VGJ get the mentality right, then I think they can be really good. So that's what I think.
Hey, I have one last question. You guys asked me how is it to be the best South America team, and how is it to be the 3rd best NA team?
I mean, at this point, you know, we just use.
I'm happy about it, honestly, dude. It feels good.
It's nice to be an
Yeah,
underdog.
you have a place at minors now.
Yeah,
It's just like
nice.
people think they're good, you know. That's how it is. Usually people think we're good, but now people think they're good. So now we're just gonna beat them.
All right, well,
It's a mess.
I hope you viewers at home are good. We can take a break. See you in a little bit. Game 2, OpTic VGJ.